What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's talk Jets radio. Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's safe. Hope everybody is ready for the 80-degree weather on Friday in New Jersey. The New York Jets today made a couple moves. Slowly but surely, Joe Douglas is piecing together his roster. Tevin Coleman was signed from the 49ers, running back. A veteran presence for a very inexperienced running back room with Ty Johnson, LaMichael Pirine, Josh Adams. Versatile guy, can help Mike LaFleur implement his offense. The move makes a lot of sense. Cheap, one-year deal, and it doesn't really impact anything going forward in terms of the draft. They also added Vinny Curry, who could play opposite Carl Lawson, an older guy, situational pass rusher, also some health issues. Also, I talked to a couple Eagles fans. They say he's pretty good against the run, too. So you look at the defensive line, they're kind of putting a premium on the pass rush, between Sheldon, you got John Franklin Myers, Quinnen Williams, Zuniga, Bryce Hall, all these different moves. It seemed like this defensive line, once again, will be a force. So that's good news. There are a couple other things, too, is the backup quarterback position, to me, is surprising, where I think this entire offseason we've learned that all of our assumptions pretty much going into the offseason have been wrong. So now C.J. Beathard goes to the Jaguars, and now you wonder who's going to be the backup quarterback for the Jets. Whether you keep Sam Darnold or get rid of him, you still want a veteran back here, and the market's kind of diminishing. So is it Nick Mullins, a guy like that? I don't think they go after an Alex Smith, especially with Sam Darnold here. But I'm real curious to see how they handle this with the market dwindling. James Morgan is, he didn't even play last year. So I'm real fascinated by that. I'm also fascinated by all the reactions to the Corey Davis comments yesterday. With his intro press conference, obviously the New York Jets and Corey Davis all knew that the reporters are going to ask him, did the Jets tell you that Sam Darnold is going to be the quarterback? As of right now, Sam Darnold is his quarterback, and he said all the right things. I don't think this was an indictment on, what their plans are in the future and everything else. It's called avoid headlines, avoid drama. And if you want to create a narrative or try to find the glimmer of hope for Sam Darnold, if you're a Sam Darnold fan, you take these comments and run with it. Even Boomer Esiason this morning said the same thing, where the Jets kind of prepared Corey Davis to say, hey, listen, man, here's a heads up for the questions. Here's maybe some of your answers you can use. So I don't really think that his comments or quotes really mean anything. Obviously, he said the right thing. There's no, if he would have said, hey, you know what, I came here to play with Zach Wilson, or the Jets don't know who the quarterback is, we would have had endless speculation and chaos ensuing. So I think the Jets, as of this point, have handled it all perfectly in terms of the quarterback position. Now, a couple big pro days coming up with Zach Wilson and Justin Fields. I think once they go down, things get really interesting because the hype is going to be out of control, but that'll be fun as well. So overall, free agency, cornerback position is still an enormous hole. You have Steven Nelson out there. Richard Sherman's still out there. I have a funny feeling Richard Sherman maybe priced himself too high for the Jets. Probably wants to go to a win-now team. But corner is still an enormous need. Offensive line, still an enormous need, where I'm thinking that he may be looking towards the draft to address it, but you never know. Still some guys out there. Most of the guys out there now have legitimate injury concerns, or they're on the tail end of their career. So it seems like Joe Douglas is taking a lot of these guys where he's, the guys that coming off injuries or were highly touted guys, giving a chance to resurrect themselves with the Jets, which is fine. But offensive line, corner, other than that, I think the wide receiver position is okay. Backup quarterback's an issue. You look at the linebacker position, they're trying to piece that together as well. So it's going to be interesting. Obviously, you'd like to go into the draft with as much flexibility as possible. Right now, the current state of the team, they do not have that. As we mentioned, the offensive line is a priority, and the quarterback position remains to be seen as well. So stay tuned. We want to thank everybody that's been calling in our show. It's been completely crazy. For those of you that haven't gotten on, we apologize for that. Also, I understand, I guess, with iTunes, there's a problem. We'll try to fix that as well. I don't know. It's always something. So that's it. I guess, 4-minute video. I hope I didn't repeat myself, and talk to you later.